so section 13, okay? In this section, we talk about measurement, conversions, and the rates. Okay, so they're about conversions. Okay, so there are a lot of materials. Let me assign the pages that we're going to cover for section 13. Okay, so this page, it is on page 157, right? I want you to do the entire page 157. Then page 159, entire page. Page 160, entire page. Page 161, entire page. Page 162, everything above the connect. Okay, everything above the connect. All right. Page 163. Yeah. Only discover part, everything above connect. Okay, just half page. Okay, half page. Page 164. Okay, we will do the discover part, the rates. Okay, and then in the connect part, okay, we will do question 1 and 2. Okay, I want you to do question 1 and 2, okay? All right, page 165, discover part only. Yeah, discover part only, okay? All right, page 166, in the middle of the page, do you see the temperature conversion? We'll do this temperature conversion, okay, between Celsius to Fahrenheit or from Fahrenheit to Celsius, okay? And for the questions, I want you to do question 2 and 3. Okay, I think that's it, okay, for section 13, okay? So many pages, okay, many pages. So let's go back to page 157. Page 157. Okay. I'm going to ask a volunteer to read the middle part from this page. Okay, the middle part of this page. Yeah, what is a factor label method? What is identity ratios? Okay, so I'm going to ask a volunteer. Kathleen, can you read for us?
The factor label method is an algorithm based upon the fact that any number or fraction can be multiplied by the number 1 in some form without changing the value of the number or the fraction. It is used to convert between any units of measurement by finding identity ratios and multiplying. The goal is to cancel the unwanted units and have desired units remaining. By using the same procedure for all conversions, you will avoid having to guess and will make fewer mistakes.
Since 7 days?
Since 7 days is 1 week, you can create 2 identity ratios. 7 days over 1 week is 1, and 1 week over 7 days is 1. You will need to select identity ratio, which makes sense for your situation. What follows are 2 examples, each of which uses one of the identity ratios for 7 days equals 1 week.
Very good, thanks. Okay, so in this paragraph, okay, it told us what is a factor label method. Based on what? Any number or fraction can be multiplied by a number 1. Okay, and then for this number 1, okay, we can rewrite this number 1 by what? An identity ratio. Okay, what kind of ratios are called identity ratio? Okay, so this is example. Okay, we say 7 days per 1 week equals 1. Why? Because everybody knows that 1 week equals 7 days, right? So 7 days over 1 week is 1. So this is a ratio. Okay, everybody knows ratio. Ratio can be written by a fraction, right? It's a ratio. And what is the value for this ratio? 1. Okay, because 7 days equals 1 week, so the division equals 1. So this ratio, we give it a name called what? Identity ratio, because the value of this identity ratio is what? Is 1. Okay, so this method is based on what? Multiply the given number or fraction by what? An identity ratio. Okay, and then what? cancel the unwanted units and then have the desired units remaining. Okay, so yeah, this looks very abstract, okay, but once we look at some specific examples, you'll see, oh, I know what is unwanted one, what is a desired one, okay? And then, so this is one eigenratio. This is also the eigenratio. See, 1 week out of 7 days also equals 1. It's an eigenratio. So it depends on, which one we're going to use for our specific question. Okay, so this is eigenratio, and this is called so-called what? Factor label method. Okay, or sometimes I call, any questions by using eigenratios are eigenratio problems or eigenratio methods. Okay, so we don't have to remember this name. We just need to know, eigenratio method. Okay, all right, so let's turn to page 159. Guys, I will start to give you some specific examples by using eigenratios to do conversions. Okay, conversions. Well, we know that, okay, the conversions, okay, converting within the U.S. customer system, okay, you know that in this world, there are two big branches of the systems, okay. One system is called what? So-called what? English system, or what? U.S. customer system, or from the older version of the textbook, we call this is an English system. Okay. So how do we understand? How can we understand English system? In the English system or U.S. customer systems, okay, when we measure length, volume, and weight, we're using these units. What are the units? Foot, inch, yard, mile, right? And then for measuring volumes, we use what? 1 cup, okay? 1 cup of powder or something like that, right? Cup. We use ounces, okay? Yeah, ounces. And then pint, quarter, gallon. And when we measure weight, we use pounds and ounces, right? Say for example, if the baby is born, okay, a newborn baby. So we measure the baby by what? How many pounds and ounces, okay? And then when we measure the length, we use what? This thing is like, this ruler is how long? Like some inches long, right? Inches, we use this, okay? And the weight, same thing here, okay? However, this is one system that we have to pay attention, okay? U.S. customer system, okay? But in this world, U.S. customer system is not the unique system. Okay, there's another system, if we turn to page 161, okay, it's called a metric system. Okay, a lot of other countries, like Asian countries and then some other European countries are using the metric system. See, I'm from China, okay, in my country we're using metric system, okay, so the units for us is not ounces, pounds, and feet, yard. We don't use that. We use what? To measure length, we use a basic unit called meters. We use liter. And for weight, we use what? Grams. Say, for example, when the baby is born, okay, we don't talk about pounds and ounces. We talk about, this baby was born with 3,000 grams or 3 kilograms, okay? So we're using a totally different measure system, okay? And then we measure about, how long is this like a track? Okay, track and field, it's 400 meters for 1 lap, okay, meters, okay, so we're using meters. Say, for height of people, we don't talk about feet and inches, we talk about, this person is 180 centimeters tall. So my height is 162 centimeters, okay, so I'm using that, okay, for most of my life, okay, but here I convert myself as 5'3.5", 5'4", something like that, okay, so see, for measures the same thing, length, weight, and then height, something, okay, there's two systems to measure it by using different units, okay. So after we learn section 13, I want you to understand both systems, okay. So you are going to convert within metric system, within U.S. customer system, and also between the two systems. You have to know how to do conversions between the systems, okay. So all of these conversion questions you should be able to do after we learn section 13, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are nursing major, right? Nursing major. So that's why you're here, to learn how to do conversions, okay? So when you are going to give patient the medicine, you have to know how to convert between units, okay? All right, so let's go back to page 159, okay? So how to do conversions within the U.S. customer systems, okay? So we're going to use identity ratio methods, okay? Before we look at specific questions, I'm going to ask volunteer to still read this top part of the page, okay? And then we start to look at questions, okay? So Evan, can you read this paragraph and also this table?
The U.S. customary system, the measurement system you are most familiar with, is also called the English system. For distance, you use inches, feet, yards, and miles. For weight, you use ounces, pounds, and tons. For volume, you use cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. Once you know the relationships between the units, you can find identity ratios and convert to other units. Below you, we'll find the other U.S. customary conversions we will use in this course. 1 foot equals 12 inches, 1 yard equals 3 feet, 1 mile equals 5,280 feet, 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces, 1 pint equals 2 cups, 1 quart equals 2 pints, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, 1 pound equals 16 ounces, 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds.
Very good, thanks, okay? So this table, you don't have to worry about it. Oh, I cannot memorize, okay? What is 1 mile equals how many feet? I cannot memorize that. Don't worry about it. You have your yellow sheet, okay, your formula sheet in your exam. So you don't have to memorize the relations between the units, but you need to know, once the table is given to you, how to apply the relationship between the units to do conversions, okay? So we have the 5 problems, okay? We're going to try some of them, okay, and you can try the rest in group work, okay? So I would say that let's just pick up some questions to do, okay? So how about the question 3, for example. Let's look at this question. I will read the question for us, okay? The words record for higher length is 221 inches. Well, it's a long, okay? Long hair, okay? How many feet is this? Round to the nearest tenth of a foot. We want to convert this hair from what? 221 inch to what? Feet. Okay, so far the only method we have talked about is what? Identity ratio methods. Okay, what does that method says about? Any number or fraction can be written by this fraction or number times by what? 1. Okay, and this value 1 we can write as what? An identity ratio. Okay, identity ratio. And from the identity ratio, we will cancel out the unwanted units, and then to get the desired unit. Okay, question, guys. From this question, what is the unwanted unit for us? We have inch, we have feet, right? Inches and feet. We want to convert from inches to feet. So which one is unwanted unit eventually? Inches is unwanted. What is the desired unit? Feet. We want this one, okay? So how to set up this identity ratio, everyone? Because this inch, okay, yeah, this 221 inch can be written by 221 inch per 1, okay? So eventually, in order to get rid of the unwanted inch, we are going to put this unit on the bottom of the identity ratio. You agree with that? Why? Because later this inch and inch can be cancelled out. So the unwanted one will be gone, right? So what is the desired unit, which is feet? We put the desired unit on the top of the identity ratio. Okay? Well, the thing is, we need numbers to fill out the numbers in front of the units. How to do that? What is the relationship between inch and foot? Every 1 foot equals 12 inches. So write it down, or if you are familiar with that, okay. Every 1 foot equals 12 inches. So here, this is the key, guys, okay. If you're not sure where to put a 1 and where to put a 12, think about about this. 12 stays with inch. 12 must also stay with inch in the identity ratio. Okay? So some of you guys say, oh, should I put a 12 on the top or bottom? If 12 stay with inch from the given relation, 12 has to stay with inch. Okay? And then 1 stay with the foot, so 1 still stay with foot. So now you get, we see 1 foot equals 12 inch. What is the value for this fraction? It's still 1. Okay? Alright, now we cancel out the given or the unwanted units, which is inch. We have a foot left, right? Foot left. So the desired unit will be in foot, right? Or feet. And how can we figure out how many feet here? What do we do, guys? See, 221 over 1 times 1 over 12. How to compute this result? It's going to be 221 times 1 divided by what? 12. So use your calculator and give me an answer. 221 divided by 12. Round your answer to the 10th of a foot. Irma?
18.4.
Okay. 18.4 feet. Thanks. Everybody get the same answer? Yes. See, 221 inches, well, converted to feet is going to be 18.4 feet. Everybody? All right. So this is question 3. Let's try one more. Question 4. If you can 18 quarts of tomatoes, how many gallons would this be? What are the 2 units? Quarts and gallons, right? So when we want to convert 18 quart, okay? Yeah, for quart we use QT for short. Convert 18 quart to gallon. Multiply by an identity ratio. Where do we put quart? On the top or bottom? Bottom? Yes, because later it will cancel out. And we put a gallon on the top. And then what's the relationship between gallon and quarts? Every 1 gallon equals how many quarts? 4. Okay, so 1 stay with gallon, 4 stay with QT. Okay, quarts. Okay, so 1 with gallon, 4 quarts, right? Now this time we know quart can be cancelled. This is 18 over 1 gallon. So, what's your answer here? 4.5 gallons. Very good. Guys, do you have a brief idea about how to do conversions? Okay, so from both questions 3 and 4, we only did 1 conversion each time, okay, just 1 step, okay, that's done, okay, but a lot of times, okay, we need to do more than 1 identity ratio, okay, more than 1 conversions, okay. So these examples from the box, you can read them by yourself, okay. I'm not going to talk about them because it has answer key here, you can read, okay. So we're going to do some practice questions, okay, directly. Let's look at question 7. Kristen, can you read this question for us?
If you cooked 3 quarts of soup, how many cup-sized containers will this fill?
Okay, thanks. If we cook 3 quarts, how many cup-sized containers? So what kind of conversions are we going to try to do? We're going to try to convert from quart to what? Cup, right? So we want to convert 3 quarts to what? Cup. Well, the thing is, do we have a direct relation between quart to cup? Let's check, okay? Let's check our table. Quart and what? Cup. So from quart to cup, there's no direct relation, right? But we know what? every 1 quart equals what? 2 pints. And every 1 pint equals what? 2 cup. Okay, so I'm going to write this relation on the side to help us, okay? Okay, so we know every 1 quart equals 2 pints, and every 1 pint equals 2 cup. That's what we know. Okay, so to convert from quart to cup, at first we're going to convert from quart to what? Pint, right? So from quart to pint, how to set up the identity ratio, everyone? We don't want to quart anymore, put it on the bottom because it will cancel out. And now so far we converted to pint. Okay, so how to set up the number? 1 stay with QT, 2 stay with PT. See? In pints. But our eventual aim is to convert from, to get a quart, right? So now we know every 1 pint equals 2 quarts, okay? 1 pint, 2 quarts, okay? So PT cancelled out, okay? So now we have the desired unit, which is quart, a cup. What did I say? C. Cup, right? Did I say wrong? Something wrong? Okay, I can't remember, okay? So we want a C, okay? We want a C, okay? Cup, okay? Now we get a C, okay? And how to figure out the number of C? 3/1 times 2/2 times 2/2. 3 times 2 times 2 divided by 1. What is it? 12 cups, right? You see, this question, okay, we have to convert twice. Sometimes you may have to convert what? More than 2 times. Or it really depends on the given unit, or unwanted unit, and the desired unit. Everybody, so far so good? You do? Okay. Alright, so this is conversion within the English system. Okay?